And we are back with BRX Pro Tips. Lee Kantor, Stone Payton here with you. Lee, it's something we do an awful lot here at the Business RadioX Network. We feel on the corporate side of our operation, it's important that we do this. And it may sound a little chaotic, a little unstructured, but really there are some key disciplines that should be exercised when we begin to experiment. Let's talk about experimenting.
Yeah, and I think this is one of the important values that we add as kind of corporate Business Radio X is we're out here playing around and experimenting with different services, different softwares, and different resources out there in order to find what's working, what's not, and to always stay on top of the industry and what's happening in the industry. So I think that's just a critical part of our value we provide all of our studio partners is that we're doing this kind of work. And I think it's fun also for me to keep things fresh and interesting. And anybody who likes that kind of staying on top of things, this is a good kind of discipline when it comes to looking at things rather than we're trying this thing. Everything is framed as an experiment. So it's nothing personal. Experiments, you don't expect every experiment to work. So it's okay for them to fail. It's okay to try things that don't work because there's still learning that happens from that. But when you are experimenting, you have a higher probability of success after I've done lots of these experiments, that an experiment will perform well if it's performing well right at the beginning. If you're having to really kind of keep tweaking it and trying different ways to make it work, it's probably not going to end well. So I would definitely look at an experiment and pay attention to what's happening early. If it's hard or it's cumbersome or you're not getting a good vibe or you're not feeling great about it early, that's probably foreshadowing for what's going to happen down the road. So if you are getting some success, I would recommend doubling down on the experiments that are performing well early and start pruning experiments that start off poorly. If you do this persistently and relentlessly, you will stumble onto success a lot faster. So everything kind of sounds good at the beginning, but the things that perform well at the beginning tend to be the ones that kind of work for the long haul. So the bottom line is experiment, lean into your winners, and cut your losses as soon as possible.